Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My family and I recently got a flat top to put on our outdoor gas stove, and today we are going to be putting together a quick and easy hibachi meal at home. There's absolutely no need to go out to a restaurant, just buy one of these flat tops and you can do it in the comfort of your own home, and you can make exactly whatever you want. The first thing that I'm going to start making is my veggie medley. So on my flat top, I've heated it up on about a medium-high heat, and I'm going to go on there with some oil. Now I'm preferring to use canola oil at this point, but if you wanted to use vegetable oil or even a light olive oil, you can also do that as well. But basically, once it heats up, I'm going to go on with all of my veggies, and I'm just using some chopped onions, chopped carrots, as well as some chopped zucchini. You can use whatever mixture of veggies that you'd like, but this is just a very simple mix that I enjoy. All I'm going to go ahead and do is once I stir them up on the flat top, I'm going to be adding in some salt and some black pepper, and I'm going to go on with a little bit of low sodium soy sauce. I'm just going to keep sauteing these and frying them up on my flat top for about 4 to 5 minutes. I want to make sure that these stay very crunchy still, but I also want to make sure that they get a nice dark brown color on the outside. And once they're done, after about 4 to 5 minutes, I'm going to empty them into a bowl and move on to my next dish. The next thing I'm going to be making is my fried rice. So onto the flat top, I'm going on with some more oil, and then I'm going to be adding in my veggies. I have some finely chopped carrots, some green peas, as well as some onions. And once those saute for just a couple of seconds, you're going to go straight on with your steamed rice. So my rice has been steamed with just water and a little bit of soy sauce. That's why it has that brown color. And once you add that on, you're going to stir it up very well. And you want that rice to achieve a nice crispiness. So you guys see that I'm going on with a little bit more oil, and I'm also adding in a little bit of butter. That's going to add a great flavor, and it's going to add a crispiness. I'm also going to go on with some sriracha, soy sauce, as well as some Chinese 5-spice seasoning. And if you guys are wondering how much of everything you need to put in these recipes, I'll have the ingredients and measurements listed in my description box down below. All I'm doing now is I'm moving the rice to the side. I'm adding a little bit more oil onto the flat top, and I'm going to be scrambling some eggs. So I'm using about 3 eggs for this. You're going to add in your oil, salt, and pepper, and you're just going to keep on sauteing it until they're nice and brown and they're fully cooked. And at that point, you'll mix it with the rice, and you'll let this saute for just about 30 more seconds, empty it into a bowl, and the fried rice is done. And now that we've gotten the fried rice all done, we're going to start to make our lo mein or our noodles. And this one is a very quick version. So on the flat top, I'm going on with some oil again. I'm going to go on with my chopped veggies. This time I'm using some carrots, some onions, as well as some cabbage. You want to make sure that you're cutting your veggies pretty big when you're using this flat top, so this way nothing burns and everything stays nice and crunchy. So once I saute that up for a little bit, I'm going to move them aside and I'm going to add in some bakchoy. Now the bakchoy is optional. You can also chop it up if you wish, but I like to leave it whole. And I'm just going to season this with some salt and some black pepper. And then I'm going to be going in with my lo mein noodles or my chowmein noodles. And then I'm also going to go in with some soy sauce, some sriracha, and some Chinese 5-spice seasoning. And all of these seasonings are the same ones that I'm basically using on everything. I just like the flavors that they give, and it's very simple. So I'm going to keep on sauteing this for just about a minute or so until the noodles crisp up a bit, and then I can take that off and start working on my meats. The first meat that we're going to be making is the chicken. So onto the flat top, we're going on with more oil, and I'm going to add in my chicken breast. A quick little recommendation I have for you is to slice the chicken breasts in half or pound them, so this way they can be thinner and cook quicker. So once they get on the flat top, you're going to go ahead and season with some salt, some black pepper, and also add in a little bit of soy sauce. You're going to do this on both sides, so this way it can caramelize and just add some nice flavor. And you're going to cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, or until they are nice and golden brown, and until the chicken is fully cooked on the inside. And once your chicken is mostly cooked, you're going to go in and start to slice the chicken breasts into cubes or whatever desired shape that you wish. And once you get them sliced up into cubes, you're just going to keep on tossing it all around the flat top until it crisps around all edges and it's fully cooked throughout. And the next thing that I'm going to be making is my shrimp. So onto the flat top, we're going on with some more oil and we're going to lay our shrimp down. And these are shrimp that have been deveined and they have been peeled. You can use jumbo shrimp, small shrimp, whatever type of shrimp you wish. And then you're going to immediately season with some salt, some black pepper, as well as some soy sauce. And you're just going to keep on tossing those shrimp around and flipping them until they are fully cooked. Remember, shrimp take a very quick couple of minutes to cook, maybe about 4 minutes in total. And then they will be done. You can add any types of seasonings that you wish. You can even marinate them beforehand, but I went very simple with my seasonings and this is the way that my family enjoyed it. And of course, the last thing that I had to do was make that flaming onion volcano that you see that they make at any hibachi restaurant. So I took some thick slices of onions, stack them up on themselves, and I'm going in with some alcohol in the middle. I used vodka, and then I'm lighting it up. And as you guys can see, it looks just like it does at the restaurant. And all you're going to do once the alcohol cooks off is you're going to flip the onions around a little bit, get them nice and golden brown, and then you can cut them up into large chunks and serve it with your meal. I really hope you all enjoyed that quick and easy hibachi meal at home. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to give this video a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed yet. Remember, if you subscribe, you join the Matthew's Guyanese cooking family. And if you click the bell notification icon, you'll never miss out on my newest videos. And of course, you gotta drop those comments down below. Let me know what I should cook up next or what you would like to see next on my channel. I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye everyone.